now. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, all right, we're doing it. Okay, hello, hello, hello. We're doing things. We're doing great. Um, okay, 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 okay. Hello, hello, everyone. What are we? Okay, hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? I think you can hear me. Everything's fine. Yes, desktop. Okay. Maybe we turn this one up a little bit so that people can hear the TTS. Just a smidge. Okay, okay, okay. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to the game here. We have the Game Store Guardians. I believe this is round 4. Um, we have Jian's Inhumans versus Eric Arthur's Legion of the Lost. A very, very, very important game for this tournament. Currently, Jin is sitting at 2-1, um, and Eric Arthur is sitting at 3-0, who's tied with 2 other people. So, lots of stuff that's riding on this one game. So if Eric Arthur ends up winning here, then it forces the tournament into one more round, in which there will have to be a tiebreaker between whoever wins. And but and oh, excuse me. Also, Eric Arthur is vying for one of the top rated spots for Mephisto's ranking on Longshanks. So some extra little motivation for him. But if Jin ends up winning, then he is going to be crushing all those dreams. Crushing all those dreams, no problem. And he's going to send Eric Arthur to be tied with himself at 3-1. Um, and yeah, and potentially, for certain, it ruins Eric Arthur's chances of winning overall. But also, it ruins his chances of even probably being in the top 3 just due to strength of schedule and such. Okay, so it looks like Jin. No sweat. Good to go. Okay, so looks like they've already rolled priority. Jin got it. Oh, excuse me. No, 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 no. Eric Arthur got it. Um, we're going to be playing on Guardians and Scrolls. Good to go. Jen is saying that it's Eric's Guardians and Jin's Scrolls. I'm sure he's pretty happy about that because Inhumans, you know, Inhumans and their civilians. Pretty pleased as punch. So, there we are. Jin is electing to take this side over here. Y'all are definitely gonna have to help me out here because I know that Mephisto's game plan heavily revolves around those tokens that he gets, but I don't have a lot of knowledge past that. Let me ask them. Oh, they're going for 20 threat. Wow. Jin is so accommodating when it comes to streaming. Um, let's see. I actually looked at. I have Jin's or excuse me, Eric's list popped up right here. Oh yeah, I even put myself little notes. Yeah, so Jin was originally playing some spider folk, but unfortunately he lost his first round in this tournament, which allowed him to switch up his roster. But Eric Arthur is 3-0, like I said earlier, tied with two other people, and so his roster has had to remain static throughout this whole thing. So we're playing on Guardians and Scrolls at 20 threat, and I am uncertain. About what direction Eric Arthur goes in, because like I said before, I just don't know. I don't know much about this kind of list. Let's look at what he's got here. There's a lot of high threat people, so I bet he's pretty pleased with having such a high threat value game. He's got a Hulk and a good amount of terrain to throw. So maybe we see that. One of Inhumans' big weaknesses is that they do not have any sort of terrain or interactable whatnots. Let's see here. Oh boy. Yeah, they don't have a lot. They don't have very many throws in their list. I know that Jin has he has an Angela in his list to, um, you know, kind of shore up that weakness, and he also has a Lockjaw, which has that lovely size 3 throw as well. So maybe we see that coming through. Um, I gotta kind of imagine that he goes with Black Bolt leadership in this matchup, just because there's going to be a lot of extra power rolling around between getting Mephisto's leadership and more than likely all the damage that he's going to be putting out. But I know that Jin also has a sneaky little Medusa leadership card that he could whip out as well, which would be very interesting. It's maybe not the play here because of how resilient it looks like a lot of Eric Arthur's list is. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see an Angela come out. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw. Ooh, okay, we're seeing it, guys. All right, what we got here? Ooh, it looks like Jin is electing to go a 6 wide Inhumans list. We'll just let it load here. Okay, let's see here. Yes, a 6 wide Inhumans list. He's going with a Voodoo, a Lockjaw, a Gorgon, a Toad. So it seems to me he's more than likely trying to lean most heavily into his extract game that he's got going on with his Inhumans. Dr. Voodoo is a really lovely call out for this Guardian Save Shi'ar, because it's a stagnant 3 dice that you get to roll, and it's not based on anybody's, physical defenses or what have you. Mephisto going a more standard 5 wide list. Wow, 3 5 threats, a Toad, and a Black Cat. Goodness, okay. I mean, all of these guys are people who love to have extra power. Toad, obviously, he gets his all of his slippery nonsense and his Black Cat with the steals. I'm sure that's going to be coming out into play. Goodness, does anybody play Mephisto? Um, because I just do not. I'm not sure what the strategy for this guy is. Okay, so we got Mephisto behind this size 4 truck. Mephisto's a size 3, so he's gonna have to scooch just a small bit. Putting Toad a normal, just a normal, right in the center. Nobody's surprised there. A Nova is also a character that I'm quite unfamiliar with. I know that he has the thing where when he moves, he gets more power. And this character, what? Oh, and he also lets people re-roll their defense dice. That's cool. That's really cool. I know that Mephisto also has 3 physical defense, so I'm sure he'll appreciate that. So Nova's going right there, also fairly centrally, I guess, to cover both the scrolls that he could potentially pick up with that long movement. All right, Lockjaw, the goodest boy, going right over there. Yeah, I imagine somebody else is gonna go try and cover that other scroll over there. Um, Eric Arthur does have priority. Usually, as the taller team, I've noticed that people will want to pass on the first go because they're gonna try and want to, pick off some of those squishier targets. Lots of 3 threats here that are pretty susceptible to getting set on fire. All right. Black Cat right in the middle here. Black Bolt, pretty standard for him to also go there. I think it's reasonable to suspect that we're gonna get some sort of teleport up with Lockjaw in order to threaten whoever comes and picks up this middle scroll. I don't. Oh, you know what? I was about to say I don't think there's a safe grab, but I forgot that Namor is sitting right there. so that teleporting Lockjaw up, it may not have the best of effects against this team, especially if Eric Arthur decides to go towards this left scroll with his priority. We'll see how that pans out. I love the Miss Marvel placement. One of the perfect turn ones for Miss Marvel is if she gets to move up and Morpho punch somebody, because that means the top of round 2, she has enough power to embiggen herself and start cracking some skulls. And Toad is often a very likely target for some skull cracking. Alrighty, some voodoo over here on the left side. I guess Jian is maybe suspecting a Toad pickup, and maybe voodoo can get a cheeky little steal off of him. Let's see, this is Gorgon over here. He's definitely going to need somebody over here on this right side. I am suspecting that Eric Arthur's gonna send somebody over here on the left. Oh, I should probably mute. I should probably mute Discord, huh? Let's give this one a mute so that we don't get too interrupted here. And then let's not forget to unmute that. Okay, excuse me. So we have missed a couple. No, we haven't missed anything. Toad went over there. Looks like we're fully deployed over here on Jin's side. We also have a power phase going on and a very reasonable safe grab. Ooh, classic TTS. Classic TTS. We didn't turn off the deployment. Classic blunder. Okay, yeah. It is it's going to be interesting to see what this Namor does for his second turn. I know that he's going to pick this up uh and he starts with 2 power. Yes. He starts with 2 power. So with the Mephisto leadership, I know that he could pick up an extract, flip a point, and still have money for charge at the top of the next round, which is pretty nice. That frees everybody up. This whole team is really flush on power. Nova's gonna get an automatic 3, I believe. Another 2, excuse me. So he's gonna start with 3 power. Alrighty. There's also the chance that maybe Namor doesn't flip a point. Nova Beam online round 2? What is Nova's Beam? He gets 5, so he could move once now, get 3, a 4th one for the passive for the Mephisto leadership, and a 5th one. Wow, yeah. He could get a 5th one. Wow, that would be kind of nuts. Beam 5. Pushed away. 7 dice. Place this character within 1 of the last character targeted by this attack. Very interesting. Wowee. And if he moves and does that beam on round 2, then that beam becomes a 7 dice yellow. Wowie zowie. Miss Marvel and Black Bolt, I think, are the best suited here. This was a I'm gonna forget this one. Guardians roll, no problem. So I would assume that Namor is probably one of the better candidates for Mephisto leadership, but we'll see what he actually ends up doing. Okay. We're sending a power over to Toad so that he has enough money for brace. I am assuming. Does anybody have a good throw over here? There's no crazy throws. Maybe he's just wanting that extra power so that he can slippery away if he's lucky enough to take 1. Okay, great. Toad does not get pushed by that scroll. All right, now scamper out of there, Toad. It's a bad neighborhood. Yes. Within range 2 of this extract. Oh, you know what? He didn't give him the money for that. He just wants him to also be able to flip that point. Sure, that's pretty cool. I can't imagine any of these other characters over here getting over here to flip that. So that's pretty slick. He gets it no problem. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So now we're probably going to see the same kind of... You know, I said it before that he's probably going to go for this left scroll. I wonder if he instead changes his mind and goes for the right one. I personally think it's gonna be, um, you know, hmm. Maybe he's expecting that Black Bolt doesn't get within 3 of where Black Cat will end up. Maybe that's the assumption here. Once he's get placed by Lockjaw, that's a fair assumption to make. Hmm. What does it go with? Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Deciding against it, I think this is the wisest move. And then that way, this really opens up. It forces Jin to use one of these characters over here. More than likely, it'll be Gorgon sent out as a little, um, sacrificial lamb that's going all the way out there. Uh, and it really opens up Nova to be able to, um, move and do one of his punches into him. Ooh, this is a toad getting pushed. Come on in here, Toynbee. The water's fine. I might have missed it. I don't know if that was Toad's second movement. Oh, it must have been. Oh boy, that Toad is in trouble. So that's a juicy little target. Maybe Miss Marvel gets a yoink into him, uh, or maybe Jin can just spend a couple rounds giving Voodoo power. Yeah, which is what we're doing right now. That's an easy steal right there. That's a bargain steal for a Voodoo. Oh boy. So he's not gonna wait. He's instead just gonna make him drop it, I suppose? Make him drop it first, then punch him. Oh yeah. That's great. That's great. That now this saves one of his bigger damage threats from having to go out into no man's land over here. That's very clever. That's something that I would have definitely messed up the order of. I would have punched him first and then gotten sad that he scampered away. Okay. Looks like we're sneaking a damage through, but the damage is not super important because Voodoo gets one of his skulls, a power from his skull here. So a real easy scoop up for the buff wizard. That is, unless I guess he gets cold feet, maybe. Can Mephisto's thing, his how can I be of service? Does it need line of sight? It does not look like it. So there is a danger here that if Voodoo picks this up and gets pushed, then he could maybe get walloped on by Mephisto, which would be a pretty bad day. Especially because right now he does not have the money to call back his brother Daniel. Okay, great. Yeah, so very wisely, I think Voodoo is not tempting fate here to go and pick up that scroll. Probably just leave it for Miss Marvel to scoop up with their. He has 6 characters, so last activation is very very handy. Okay, yeah. So Black Cat now forced out into no man's land. Oh boy, I should stop trying to move this camera too much. People are gonna get motion sickness. Sorry. There we are. Easy peasy. All right. Now we get to see how feisty that Skrull is. Do it, wrestle. Ooh, the Skrull was too feisty for him. Get on in here. Ooh. Get on in here, Black Cat. The water's fine. That's a rough break. Two out of the three scroll pickups have been failed results, and that's gonna be a roughed up Black Cat once Black Bolt gets to start screaming at her. Yeah, so probably expecting a good boy activation here. Or maybe he waits and just goes with a Gorgon to go get that. Ooh. This is surprising, but I guess probably not super consequential. Wonderful. All right. Does it wrestle? The people want to know. Oh, sorry. I actually did not go over the tactics cards. Okay, so for on Jin's side, we have a standard Inhuman Royal Family, a very reliable Terrigenesis, a Brace for Impact, Sacrifice, and a Great Refuge. All amazing Inhumans cards. We have Recal over here for Eric Arthur. We have Brace. We have Patch Up. We have the Devil's Reckoning Leadership. And we have Call for Backup. I am not terribly familiar with this one. I know that it makes people drop their stuff. Choose a secure objective. Push each enemy. Wow, wait. Choose one of the following. Okay, or each enemy character that's holding an extract drops it. Okay, yeah, probably exceedingly useful. Ooh, looks like Kamala tried to wrestle that scroll and got pushed, but she was lucky enough to only have to use her one movement to go get it, so she's very safe and secure behind a buff wizard. Eric Arthur has the opportunity to pass here, and there doesn't seem like a terrible idea. Especially considering there's really not a ton for Nova to get accomplished here. But we'll see. We'll see. Are these normal? Do people not normally take? I know that Mephisto has like some very neat cards that let you. Oh, okay, okay. Looks like at some point, Gorgon got past the power, and now he's getting to charge in here and give old Black Cat some punches in the head. I believe it's no crits and no rerolls into a Black Cat. Real sad times. Black Cat blocking nothing. We're sneaking 3 and a stun in. With a second action to go. Black Hat resting on 2 health. Probably just electing to punch her again. We're sneaking 1 damage through. Oh, nope, just kidding. He is blocking that damage. So no problem. I can't imagine he'll rip a Terrigenesis right now. Probably no real need. So we're just going to roll on that secure and call it a done. No problem, no problem. Patch up. Call for backup. Okay, yeah. Size 3 next, right here next to Lockjaw. Yeah, so it looks like he did pass, and now we're getting an activation Um, I reckon that a Mephisto? That would be my assumption. Hmm. Ah, okay. Yeah, this one's a solid ask. Nova is going to go up. He's going to get a nice little punch into Gorgon, and he's also going to get hopefully Black Cat within range 3 in order to give her some defensive rerolls. Ooh, I don't know. That looks kind of close. I'm not sure if he actually gets within 3. Looks like he's more concerned with just getting a nice, what is it called? A lightning punch? Gravimetric cannon. Gee whiz. Uh, on a damage, it pushes away, and a wild shield, it does a judgment. Wowee. What a guy. Alright, wonderful. We got a long movement. He's setting himself uh, the maximum range for distance. I guess it's not a huge concern for him to get himself within 3 of Black Bolt or Black Cat. I mean, yeah, okay, and then a nice little 6 dice yellow into our 3 defense Gorgon. I hope y'all like this view. I love the drama of dice. That's where the juice is for me. Okay, we're sending 3. It looks like we don't get the judgment trigger, but we are sneaking a damage through, so we're gonna get the push at the very least. So that's not nothing. Gorgon probably gonna super set up for another charge top of round 2, so not terribly annoying um, for the Inhumans squad. Electing to send him the maximum distance. Interesting, interesting. So it seems like it seems to me that he is not necessarily looking for that top of round 2 beam. But I would imagine that Nova is probably his most aggressive model, given that he's got fours on everything, and he does not have an extract. All right, here comes the secure roll. Getting it, no problem. Getting it, no problem. All right. All right, Lock Dog. Get in there, brother. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So, Lockjaw is getting a power sent over from Gorgon. So now Lockjaw actually has enough money to both send Black Bolt up and put an interdimensional Bloodhound onto somebody. Or throw a building. Let's see. And it does not look like he doesn't have any kind of fallback for Black Cat. She does have the money for recal. All right. Lockjaw has one more action left. He's just gonna move up. I wonder if he elects to throw that building or put that Dimensional Bloodhound on her. I don't think anybody could fault you for either of those. If you throw the building, then you take away his ability to recal. So that would be pretty wise, but I don't think anybody... Oh, okay, all right. He is throwing the building. What I was saying is I don't think anybody could fault him for wanting to get some 7 dice energy bolts from Black Bolt. Yes, absolutely. And then Black Hat is electing to brace it. Pretty reasonable, given that that's the biggest throw on his team. And that's like the only piece of terrain near Lockjaw. Okay, well, pretty dire straits, extract-wise. Something we, I think, are not terribly surprised about, given that how strong Inhumans extract game is. Now, I'm curious to see how Erik Arthur puts the pressure on, because he will have first activation next turn. So he'll have to choose either if Black Cat is just gonna try and get out of there, or if maybe one of his other characters sneaks away or some such. Okay, so looks like Mephisto is just moving twice. That's about all he can do. He's got well, Mephisto is size 3, so he does not have cover from this too small of a dumpster. And Black Bolt gonna scream sweet nothings into this little thief over here. Looks like 2 with a pierce into a very respectable 3. No problem. Okay. So nice we did it twice. Oof. 2 with a pierce again. All right. Well, we're getting that 2 damage in, which is what we needed. We felled the unkillable. Okay, yeah, a pretty commanding lead by these Inhumans. Some very, very unfortunate scroll rolls from the Mephisto side of things. So looks like it's coming out to be 5-3. I'm very interested to see about how the Mephisto squad opens up this next turn. Maybe so if y'all were in this position, what do y'all do? Do y'all give Black Cat a power, and maybe she has enough money to hop, steal, and then run away? That's not bad, right? Looks like Nova is gonna have all the money he needs, so probably no need to give him any. And then maybe Namor gets a power. Yeah, okay. So we're resolving the Mephisto leadership now. I'm guessing it's the frog that gets it. Oh no! Okay, it's Lockjaw that is getting incinerated in a power. And oh, excuse me. Yes, Mephisto's leadership is in the cleanup phase, which means that Black Hat is not eligible to get a free power. Looks like it's that free power is going to Mephisto and to Namor. Yes. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. So, Black Cat's gonna wake up. She's gonna have 5 power, which is exactly what she needs to hop, steal, scoot away. I honestly can't imagine a different opening. Um, and then, we just hope that Toad takes one damage and gets to scurry away. Oh, pardon me. I had to sneeze. Ready? Okay. Um. Oh, yes. There's another portion. Uh, the second portion of this one is that if you have an extract, you get to reroll one. It's I always get this one confused with Mcron, where you get an extra power. Okay, so I guess he's contemplating a Nova opening turn. Nova would get to move, gain 2 power, which would bring him up to 6, and blast everybody with a beam 5, 10 dice into an incinerated lockjaw. We don't hate that, right? And a previously damaged Gorgon. The beam also pushes, and he'll have enough power to also flip the point, which will be pretty nice. Lockjaw cannot throw people. The only thing that he's got as far as people movement is Miss Marvel, Voodoo, and then the Super Punch over here. So let's see what he goes with. Okay, seems like he's still weighing these options. A stagger at a black cat. Nobody can be mad at that one. It looks like he's for sure focusing on this right side of the map. This left side is probably not as much of a threat, just because Toad can slippery away. And then Mephisto. I think Mephisto's going to have a hard time getting in there without one of Jin's characters moving towards him first, which is definitely one of the shortcomings of Mephisto. That if he's not already in position, he's just got to move around pretty honestly. And you can't imagine that Jin's going to be the aggressor in this situation because he has that 5-3 lead currently. Yeah, so definitely one of these two of a turn. Maybe maybe she goes in. She moves in, or she staggers first. No, 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 no. Okay. Looks like she is spending 3. Oh, excuse me. No, no, no. She's spending 2 first. She's gonna hop somewhere. This feels like the correct. Oh, no, no. Excuse me. She is spending 2 in order to make some trouble. That's what we're doing right now. Jin correctly choosing not to buff his dice because this is just a minimum of 1 attack damage. That 1 damage not getting through, which is totally okay because the important portion is that horrible stagger that he does not like whatsoever. Let's see. Did he get the... I believe it's a wild trigger? He did not get the elusive. So now he's got to scurry away pretty honestly. Or go for broke. Ooh. Looks like he's just going to go for a stagger onto Lockjaw as well. Very interesting. Incinerated Lockjaw. I'd imagine taking a damage in this situation. Oi. Oh no, poor Black Cat. Oh, oh, heartbreaking. Okay, all right. Well, um, Black Cat doing her damnedest over there. I think that for sure it probably doesn't do everything that Eric Arthur wanted, but that for sure slows down this right side of the map, and maybe gives this left side some time to make up these differences in point values. Um, okay. Kamala, she didn't get to punch last time, and she only just walked up and grabbed a thing, so she's sitting at 1 power. Okay, yeah, and she's just gonna send a little 4 dice red into Mortimer. Right? Isn't that his name? Yeah. Looks like two going into Mortimer. We got an Inhuman roll. Oh, Frog squeaking away with his life right now. No pull means that more than likely he's getting the heck out of here. Be free, Toad. Fly free. Yeah, get out of there, buddy. Not a great place for a frog to be hanging out. Um, it does offer up a nice opportunity for Eric Arthur to be able to just take that extract off of Namor with Toad, and then Slippery on back thirds, and that'll allow Namor to come charging in and start stabbing people with his trident. Um, but Voodoo still has Toad. I believe Voodoo still has Toad possessed. Yes, because he got 2 and he gains 1. Oh boy, oh boy. Which means that is not a line that's open to him, because Toad is not. He's got that Daniel in him. Very, very interesting. Um, hmm. These are Jin's measuring tools. So maybe he is contemplating a move and a throw. Toad on 1 health means that it's definitely going to be a dazed Toad, because Brace for Impact has been used already by Black Cat in that first round. Very interesting. Very aggressive move by Jin, putting his extract holder, right up in the mix there. Okay. Electing to throw him into the truck, I think, is wise, instead of throwing him into one of these 5 threats and giving them power. I wish. I guess it's a good thing I can't put measuring tools out because it would really distract them. But I wish I could see if Mephisto was within 3. It does not look like he is to the naked eye. All right. Well, when all else fails, start stabbing people. Um, this seems a really reasonable way to go here to try and take out some of these activations that Jin has. He's already done a great job of staggering 2 people over here, but taking away an activation from his side of the map would be a huge boon. Okay, great. So we're getting a dash in here. I imagine this is going into Voodoo, who will have 4 dice because he got his brother Daniel back from killing Toad over there. Looks like a pretty good block from Voodoo, but oh, okay, we're getting a Namor reroll, a really respectable roll from old Fishman over here. Looks like 3 total going into Dr. Voodoo. A stagger to boot. That leaves Namor on 3 power. How much is his spender? Oh boy, his spender is exactly 3. Although this is a civilian and not an extract, so Namor spender not supremely useful here. The Trident Strike did do some damage. I guess Namor has the opportunity to slide through him, right? That's how that thing works. Advance towards the target small. We'll see if he elects to do it. I gotta imagine that he's gonna try and just take this Voodoo to task. Maybe try to flip this point to boot. Okay. So it looks like he's not going to do the small movement. Oh, yes, he is remembering to put the stagger on. Perhaps he's just... Oh, the small movement is you can do it. There's no trigger to it. You just get to do it. Oh my gosh, Voodoo is blocking supremely well. That's 3 blocks out of Voodoo, 4 blocks out of Voodoo. Okay, he sneaks a damage in there. Ooh wee, it's an 8 power Voodoo. Okay, yeah, he's just seeing, because he's kind of got to go all in and try to flip this point. Ooh boy. You know, this man's got a lot of slipperiness. Voodoo is staggered, so he only gets 1 whack into him. So I guess he feels pretty safe. I would feel pretty good about just standing there myself. Here's the roll. He's got to get 2 successes. No good, unfortunately. Oh, but he does have that's great. A great recall. He does have an extract, which means he does get to reroll. But no dice, unfortunately. Okay, he is within 3, more than likely, of Mephisto, but I don't think that does Mephisto any favors. The teleport his buddy is only a 1-way thing. Okay, so that's officially it for a Namor turn. Um, I wonder. I wonder if he does just try to rip a voodoo turn while he still has the chance, or perhaps he does something on this left side of the field before Nova comes over and tries to kill that dog. I think overall these players are doing supremely well. Tons of lines and stuff that I definitely would have missed if I were playing in this game. Let's see here. Jin taking his time. Ooh, that's a rough one. It's just a easy steal for Voodoo. It does not look like he was stealing. Perhaps he was just spending 3 to see if he can burn some of that power off of Namor. Ooh, that's heartbreaking. Namor not blocking anything. Wowie zowie. That is 4 damage coming into Namor. That's a wild, which is going to burn the power off and deal a damage. So Namor is sitting on 2 health left after all of that. Alrighty. I'm assuming that okay, so looks like Voodoo is electing not to do the steal. I guess it is. Oh, you know what? He doesn't have enough money for the steal. Or he has enough money for the to make Namor drop it, but he doesn't have enough money to pick it up, and he also does not have enough money to call Brother Daniel back if Mephisto decides to trundle over and punch him in the head with some yellow attacks. Um, all right, some very impressive restraint shown by Jin. I would have been too eager. Hmm. I uh, I don't reckon Novo. How interesting of an idea would it be for Nova to abandon the side of the map? I guess there's still the threat of Lockjaw teleporting Black Bolt and him being able to move once to steal. So I don't know how uh how solid a plan that is. But this one I think is quite necessary, unfortunately, for the Mephisto team. Yeah, just checking where the point is again. Right underneath Voodoo is the is the answer there. Hmm. Where are uh uh so Mephisto's sitting on 1 token right now. So looks like he's going to move once. Uh he is, let's see, what are his options? Looks like he's spending 2 in order to place within one of Voodoo and smack him with that Infernal Bargain. It's going to be a a hard sell with Voodoo's 6 defense dice. Ooh. It's a pretty good roll. Oh, boy. This Voodoo's been an all-star today. Okay, he does get 1 Namor reroll. Oh, he might sneak one through. That's 5 and 4 blocks. Oh, okay, all right. That's excellent. Okay, Mephisto's sitting at 2 tokens. What can he do with that mess? I guess, oh, well, no, he cannot do his beam. What does he do instead? Just a vitality lash or whatever it's called. Hellfire lash. Into Toad. He also has the option to do the Devil's Due, which is a very powerful ability. 5 dice, take a damage for every hit. Looks like that's what the deliberation here is. I imagine the path would be to do a Devil's Due first and then a Hell Lash. Oh, no. It looks like he's just going to do a Hell Lash into Voodoo. Try and get that easy point. This is only 2 coming across. He does have 1 Namor reroll. Looks like he sneaks it in, that last damage. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And then that should be an pretty easy point to flip from there. I guess the question now is, does he do a Devil's Due into Toad? Just to start that frog a roasting. I think that's the deliberation right now. Devil's Due is 2 power. Certainly within his capabilities. Oh, no. Okay, he's gonna do flip first. Gets it, no problem. Gets it, no problem. And, okay, great. And then here is the Devil's Due coming into, I gotta imagine it's Toad. This is 4 dice. Okay. He is remembering to get that 5th dice in there. Okay. 2 damage. A wild? I cannot recall what a wild does. A wild saps power. Wonderful. So that was a wild and 2 damage coming into... I gotta imagine Toad. It could be Miss Marvel. Only time will tell. Oh, yep. Here it is. That's some prime damage into a Toad. There we are. I think you gotta be pretty pleased with that kind of Mephisto turn, and him still having that 1 Devil's Due token is pretty fantastic for him as far as like the going into the next turns. Okay, so he's gonna go with Toad. What does a Toad do? Toad has 2 power. Looks like he's just gonna slurp that tongue out. This is a hard ask for a Toad. It's gonna have to be 3 successes. I think you're asking too much of that frog. Does he get it? Oh no, so close. He does have a token, but unfortunately he's skulled out, so can't say no dice. It is all the dice, unfortunately, is the wrong ones. Okay. Oh, this is clever. Yes. Wonderful. Toad failed 1 secure, but never fear, there's another secure to be had. Yeah, you're definitely going to want to get max distance from that charming Satan figure. Wonderful. King of the secures. This 2-threat short man. Fairly likely. I don't know the exact percentages. No problem. All right. Only one activation left on the Mephisto side of things. Looks like there was a last minute little shift of power from Black Bolt to Lockjaw, perhaps. I guess another thing that should not be forgotten here is the fact that uh, we have this great refuge sitting in Black Bolt's back pocket here, and a ton of money to do a lot of nasty things. So with Nova headed over to the left, I wonder if Jin takes this opportunity to do something similar. Um, Try to rotate and get some attrition going over on the left side to help out Voodoo. Okay, so looks like Nova sitting pretty flush with cash. He is more than likely spending 2 for his. He has like a little hop, faster than light ability. So he's probably gonna punch, send a nice little punch into Toad. We hop afterwards. Okay, so 6 dice yellow coming into a Toad's respectable 3 dice. 3 successes, no rerolls on Toad. That is a crispy frog. Yeah, wonderful. All right, yeah, and then that's a pretty easy scoop up from Nova here. In a pretty prime position as well to start punching and beaming next round as well. Oh, he sent the scroll. Okay, no. He's still repositioning everything. It's not perfect the way he ordered the placing things down, but you know, I think these type of things you can be pretty cool with. Alrighty. Look at these 2 dead toads just hanging out. Having a little toad off. Okay. Probably this is the secure roll first. Got it, no problem. And then he's gonna see how feisty that scroll is. Yeah, perfect. Both players playing exceedingly well. For physical, ooh, he does get pushed. Let's see where Jin sends him. Away, I think, sounds the most reasonable. Oh, fun to really point out here that Jin is using his pork roll protocol measuring tools. They've got a really fun little mascot. I believe it's in the shape of Maine or something like that. Maine, Massachusetts. Okay, yeah. All right, well, I'm really seeing the light with Nova here. He's been doing some solid work. Okay, and now is the unfortunate part of the game where Eric Arthur just gets to watch Jin play MCP for a little bit because he's got 3 activations to his currently 0. I think he has some pretty solid options as far as scenario goes. there's always the option of just punching Black Cat again, which I can't imagine anybody would be mad at. Oh, all right. We're seeing a Great Refuge come out. That's 4 power total, so 2 different people getting teleported. The only eligible targets right now are his Inhumans without extracts. So it's only Gorgon and Lockjaw that are going to get teleported here. Very, very interesting. Looks like Lockjaw has shook the stagger as well. So this is, I'm guessing, a Lockjaw activation. Um, oh, okay. And deciding to send Gorgon over this way. Uh, Probably can't fault him for that. I often make the mistake of treating Gorgon's taunt as a typo, which is not how you should be using that. You should, in fact, be using Gorgon's taunt. It's very, very good. All right. So, Refuge done and over with. Oh. Looks like a Lockjaw is just going to throw this dumpster into Black Cat. We'll see how Black Cat dodges. Oh, brutal. 0 dodges. Alrighty. Now what's the play? Okay, alright. Then it's going to just be a move and a nice, easy, simple, an easy breezy scoop up of this extract. Alrighty, so if you are in the Mephisto, excuse me, yes, it's New Jersey. I apologize. I'm a West Coaster myself, so I'm not. I'm also a product of South Carolina public schools, so geography not my strong suit. But yes, I super agree, TG Lord. Probably a nice and easy charge and punch Namor. And if you're lucky, maybe you can get that off of him without having to use Terrigenesis. But if not, then nobody is complaining. Looks like a really strong hit. A scream coming out of Black Bolt, and that's a Black Cat. Don't worry. We'll send a flag to your family. Oh yeah. He meant Gorgon. We knew what he meant. We knew what he meant. Yeah, Gorgon's gonna scoop around. This is a very prime place for a Gorgon to be. That way he can taunt some punches. It would force probably a charge at a Namor in order to get out of taunt range. Yeah. We knew what you meant. Those hooves were made for charging. Okay. Similar wet noodle rolls from the both of them. We got an Inhuman roll coming out of here. Ooh, we're squeaking through 1 damage and a stun. That's not a happy thing for a Namor. Also being alive on 1, very unfortunate. This is just another punch in the head. Looks like very similar rolls again. Oh no. So many skulls. Here's the Inhuman roll. Bupkis. Doesn't even need the Namor roll. Alrighty, but you know, you're still in a pretty solid spot with Gorgon. He's gonna have enough money to taunt. Um, Looks like the score ends up being 4-4. Two extracts, two secures on either side. Nova and Namor holding on by a thread with his extract over there. I guess if Namor were in real trouble, he had that recal in his back pocket. So great. The score fairly close still. Ends up being 9-7. Still a bit of a steep climb, I think, for these Mephisto lead. Okay, now we're resolving the Mephisto leadership. Jian electing to put it on Black Bolt, who is pretty free and clear over here on the right side. Not a ton of damage, and also a great deal of power on Black Bolt coming into round 3. So plenty for him to, you know, buff his defense if somebody does come over and try to punch him in the head. Namor, a pretty good target, considering he's on 1 health for first activation. But, you know, I'm not sure. Who does he give power to? Both Toad and Black Hat not valid targets for extra power. Perhaps it's another power to Mephisto would lead him to be on 7, I believe, because he gets an extra power for his devil token. Or perhaps maybe I missed it. maybe I missed the extra power given out to people. Oh, okay. No. I think that's what he's deliberating right now on. Hard to make the decision of who's getting what. I think if ever there was a turn for Nova to move somewhere and do a beam, I feel like it's this turn, right? Um, but definitely some murder nonsense needs to happen in this bottom left corner. Otherwise, I reckon Voodoo with that much money is gonna hightail away with a scroll if that doesn't happen. Oh yes, okay, all right. Well, that's the power phase. Mephisto ending up with 6 power, plenty enough for him to do all of his cool things. 2 for a Devil's Seal. Maybe we see a cool beam come out of Mephisto this turn. Gosh, is that really the shape of New Jersey? What a goofy. Okay. All right. Looks like he is going to go with Namor. Pretty reasonable. Namor got stunned. He's on 8 power, so he probably still gets to do all of the cool things that he ever wants to do. Let's see if he does remember that Gorgon has a taunt. That's a mistake I've definitely made several times. That Gorgon has a taunt. And I would send some big crazy attack in just for it to get soaked up by this sly little goat man. Okay. It does not look like he is spending the money to charge. And in this situation, I would definitely value Voodoo over Gorgon. Ah, okay, there it is. Yeah, he got it. He got it. He got it. Okay, yes. So he did charge. Oh, clever, clever girl. Uh, oh, you don't want to taunt with Gorgon there? Gorgon needs to Terragenesis Namor. Okay, all right, fair enough. I feel like Miss Marvel could also fairly easily do it. But oh, pass Gorgon a power with the leadership. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's absolutely fair. Um. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh boy, look at this wizard go. He has been taking these Namor attacks on the chin like a champ. Looks like there is some sort of wonkiness happening with Eric Arthur's dice tray. A pretty substantial attack going through here. Um, no ways in which to. Oh, Jin can win this turn. True. Yes, quite readily, especially because he has abandoned this right side. Um, uh-oh. Looks like some technical difficulties. Oh boy. It looks like they're just resolving the reroll there. And I'm not quite sure. I believe it was 6 successes total coming from Namor. And then 2. Oh. Oh, it was okay. Yes, I see. I see. So, um, oof. Okay. So what happened was that Namor did charge, still attacked Voodoo, but then it got sacrificed into Gorgon anyways. This is his small movement that he gets with his. I didn't know that there was no trigger on this trident movement. Okay, so what is the play with Namor now? Is it just to try and finish off Gorgon? Denying that Terrigenesis play would be pretty good. But I think it's exceedingly difficult to actually deny that play because Jin has so many more activations, and Black Bolt's sitting over there with plenty of power to do it. All right, only one block from Gorgon here. We have 2 successes after the reroll. We're sneaking a damage through, and that is just enough to daze him. Oh, excuse me. That that damage went into Voodoo? Oh, no. I think there was a. Oh, it must have been a spender. Because his spender does a damage to people around him? Yes. It was an octopus's grasp spender. People within 2. Other enemy characters within 2 suffer a damage and get pushed. But it looks like Voodoo just got pushed away from Gorgon, closer into Mephisto and Namor. So yeah, I think fairly solid. Yeah, okay. Yeah, spender trigger. Okay. We listen, we got there together. Um, okay, yeah. So that does close the Gorgon Avenue with for Jin, but still plenty of places to scurry around with this board. Um, it could just be a toad v toad, a battle toad battle over here in the top left. Um, I wager a voodoo activation is pretty pretty premium. Um, Miss Marvel, I would think is not in the greatest of dangers just because she has 4 yellow defense and a reroll. So she probably has the most likelihood of surviving a Mephisto activation out of everything that's alive over here. Hmm. What does he go with? Hmm. There is also the possibility of uh, if Jin is going for the win this round, I would also not be surprised to see an Inhuman Royal Family get spent. Um, Probably he could wait on it because Black Bolt is in such a good position. It looked like Voodoo was spending money. Oh, we missed what happened. Okay, okay. Voodoo's doing something. Probably I gotta imagine out of all of the forum rulings, probably about half of them are about Voodoo's possession. So not surprising that that's probably what they're discussing right now. Okay. Uh, Looks like a Voodoo spender into Mephisto. It's a great Dormammu roll, but an unfortunate Voodoo roll. Um, just 1 damage sneaking through. You're probably pretty happy to see that. Uh, Voodoo left on 6 power. I think if he were going to steal and then run away, I think he would have done that with his first activation. So probably at this point he's kind of forced to dig in his heels and swing again. Moving away a medium, I think you are still within 3, given that Mephisto is within base to base. Um, all right, that's just a power being passed from Voodoo to Miss Marvel, and this is more than likely another spender coming across from Voodoo into Mephisto. Voodoo rolling superb defense rolls this entire game. Let's see if we can get a good attack roll as well. Very good attack roll. Doesn't seem like any wild, so no burn. We're blocking. Ooh, look at this man. Namor's still alive, so you still get that reroll. We're blocking 4. We're taking 1. No problem. All right. Yep, and that's a Voodoo activation. Okay, okay, okay. Look at him. Look at him just licking his chops for that sweet beam that's about to happen. Yep. Okay. So this is probably a lash in order to try and incinerate our spunky young teen. Mephisto over here with 8 power. Hmm. There is a world in which you can, which you could probably get all three of these, but it'll be kind of difficult. Uh, given Namor and his positioning, he probably doesn't want to. He probably doesn't want to crack into his poor fish man. Alrighty. This is a. Um, hmm. What is going on here? Oh. So Mephisto spent 2 power. So I'm guessing that he's going to be teleporting to somebody, doing one of his how may I be of service? How can I be of service? So yes, that's what's happening right now. We're doing the teleport. Whoa. Oh, how cool! Do y'all see like the glow that's coming off of Mephisto? Gosh dang, dude. Carl does so many cool things in this mod. Okay, so this is a 6 dice blue coming into our spunky young teen. He's hoping to get another dice on this lovely little beam that he's about to set up here. Ooh boy, but she's not having it. She's not having it one bit. No spooky token for you, Mephisto. Taste Namor with the beam so you can pick up the skull. Yeah. Goodness, but doesn't he have another action? I gotta imagine that you would want to try to incinerate something beforehand, right? Or did I miss a Mephisto happenings? Did he start off staggered? No, couldn't be right. days days Namor. I wonder if there were a world in which you could have stayed within. Oh, you know what? I think he found it more likely that he could get the devil token away from on attacking Miss Marvel. Okay, well, so yeah, it looks like there's gonna be a sweet beam. It's gonna be 7 dice because he has one token. Oh, you know what? The beam incinerates as well. Okay, so this first attack going into Miss Marvel. Um, all right. Looks like that's a meaty beam. Oh no, Miss Marvel's not blocking nothing. Okay, we do have a reroll from our spunky young teen coming through. Ooh, 6 damage. Wow, we. Oh, that was to Voodoo. Oh yes, because it's a beam. Oh goodness, it's getting late, y'all. I goofed up on that one. Wow, we okay. Well, Voodoo's luck had to run out at some point. That man was rolling 4 successes on 4 dice. Okay, looks like Miss Marvel's holding up a little bit better, but now she's incinerated, and he does have that extra action left. Oh, so smart. These players are so smart. Oh no, our spunky young teen's on fire. 3 health and a dream. Yep. And then here comes that second action. Looks like 3 successes. 3 successes into 2 blocks. Oh yes, Jin was incinerated. He re-rolled it. Woof. Maybe he lives. Ooh, that's all right. That's all right. You tried your best. You tried your best, Miss Marvel. But you're gonna take a little nap now. Oh my, oh my. So, what a turn. What a turn of events in two activations. That's one KO'd 4 threat, 2 dazed 3 threats. What is an Inhumans to do? We have 3 activations. We're going to be coming across with priority for our Inhumans, unless Jin decides to daze one of our unactivated patrons. Let's see. What's Mephisto up to now? Oh, gonna do a little devil's due on this poor frog. Yeah, yeah, you are right, Lucky Wild. Jin is a very very good sport. All right. It's 5 dice, or maybe he is still deliberating on it. Um. Oh, I see what happened. He failed the roll, so now he's getting pushed away. Ah, they put baby in a corner. That's what just happened. Isn't that the quote? Nobody puts Mephisto in a corner. Alrighty. All right. Well, if you're in Jin's shoes, what the heck do you do? Toad, most certainly in quite a bit of peril. It seems like the obvious choice, but you also have a incinerated lock dog who doesn't have a buddy next to him to give him more power for his activation. So probably not a lockjaw activation. Probably not a Black Bolt activation because he is also incinerated. And this Nova can definitely scoot over and do a 10 dice beam into whoever he wants. Pretty absurd. So gotta imagine it's a Toad activation, right? Bolts will have, let's see, 3 plus 2 is 5 dice. Um, and I hopes might be kind of down for a win on this turn now. Now that all of that attrition got accomplished. Um, so I wonder what he does. I wonder what he does. Maybe he moves over. Um, I mean, Namor is certainly a easy target. There is a world in which Black Bolt just double moves and Terra Genesis is on Namor, and nobody's mad about that. And then you kind of hope that Nova goes into Lockjaw, and then maybe Toad can bounce over here and pick up Namor's scroll. Excuse me. I think that's what you're hoping for. Or maybe Black Bolt just moves and shakes. Yeah. Interesting, interesting. So, Lockjaw in is in apparent safety. Oh, okay. So he is going with Lockjaw. Very interesting. He's moving and oh, he wanted to get within 3 to for Black Bolt to give him a power to get teleported over. That would have been ideal. Hmm. So what do you do now? Yeah, just shake the incinerate, sit on the point. Much less likely that Lockjaw gets KO'd in one hit now that he's not incinerated. Yeah, the I think the most obvious choice here is definitely a Toad. Um, but a certainly an interesting choice would be to go into Black Bolt here and see if maybe you can get some attrition there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, me, you, and Lucky Wild, very much on the same page. Oh my gosh, this game is so crazy. Okay, it looks like he's considering it. Um, he's definitely got the sure thing over here with Toad, and maybe he's just assuming that Toad isn't going to be able to daze Namor. He does have his own Toad in the reserves, waiting in the wings. Okay, what does Nova do? What does Nova do? He moves? Certainly. He punches somebody? Yeah, he definitely wants to stay out of scream range. Oh, if you kill Toad, you flip Prio. Oh, yes. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, yes. So you do not want to daze poor Toad. Um, yeah. So not a whole bunch of hope. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Hmm. So if that's the case, then for sure he goes with Black Bolt next. After Nova goes, tries to daze somebody. He can stop a Terrigenesis if he pushes Bolt away with an attack and plays the call for backup card to give backup Black Bolt slow. It gives him slow as well. Oh wow! Frickin' cops, dude. No chill. How much does that card cost? 3 power. Nova's flush with it, especially because he gets 2 more when he moves. Okay, it looks like he is contemplating uh, uh um a Toad turn, and yeah, I agree. This is spicy. He's gonna maybe try and save himself from a Terrigenesis by taking the extract off of Namor. Yeah, and Toad has. Oh, how much is that cost? It costs 2. Yeah, so Toad could move Finders Keepers and then hop away and be in relative safety. Okay, yeah, maybe I think that's the direction he's going. Um, really, really. Oh, just kidding. It's Battletoads. It's Battletoads. Or is it? Is it? Yeah. Oh gosh. Uh Jin's Toad blocking absurdly, but He's getting poisoned. This is amazing. Okay, yes. And now he's gonna just move and take it. I guess maybe he was hoping for a excuse me. Hoping for a oh. Excuse me. He forgot. Oh, patch up. So he did not find his keepers. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Terragenesis completely off the table now. I'm guessing that he was just trying to gain as much power to heal Namor as much as possible. So no finders keepers. I guess there is the fear that Black Bolt could move once and just blast Toad, and that's the end of him. Excuse me, pardon me, guys. Okay, this is a move and then Master Punch from Black Bolt. Potentially very devastating for a 4 health Toad to get Namor thrown into him. Oh, are we changing things up? Yep. Okay. Yeah. Spending 3 power. Oh, okay. It just lagged a bit. Oh, okay. All right. Woof. So, 4 damage. There's a throw and a place from Black Bolt. Which then really just absolutely puts puts Namor exactly back where he was before, back on 1 health. All right, he did get the throw. Um, excuse me. Did I miscalculate the damage? No, no. It was 4. It was 4. Excuse me. I think. Oh, very surprising that he didn't decide to. I guess he's just. He's kind of just ensuring the Terrigenesis next turn. Okay, this is Black Bolt just rolling on the secure now. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, no problem. Okay, well, what does Space Cop do? Maybe he goes in, he tries to do some damage into Black Bolt, and then and then take away that 5 threat activation, the top of the next turn. He'll have plenty of power to move, hop, push. What is his oh his his builder has a throw attached to it. Oh no, excuse me, it's a gainer. Hmm. Interesting, interesting. Terragenesis still. I think it's very wise to keep that Terragenesis play online for next turn. Whew, what a game, y'all. The score is going to be kind of wild as well. I think right now he's just trying to preserve Nova and the point that he's carrying because he's expecting Namor to go out in a blaze of glory next turn. We're going to have a very angry Gorgon waking up with 5 power, probably an Inhuman royal family online. Very interesting. Very interesting. I personally would love to see Nova just come down here and start whooping some butt, but I kind of I get the hesitancy there because maybe he's got to go with some other activation, and so putting Nova over there would just be putting him in danger. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, so Nova moves. He gains 2 power. I think he spends 2 power to do his little hop thing. Oh, no, he doesn't need to do the hop thing. Yeah, and now he's gonna punch that poor dog for 8 dice red. Right? 7 dice? How many dice do you get to add for moving? 3 for 8 dice yellow. Yep. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We spent a lot of money. We're doing a 10 dice beam. Oh, poor dog. Oh, 3 crits. Oh, that's a pretty solid conversion. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, but the dog is blocking 1. He's living on 1. Oh, actually, oh, he has 1 more. Okay, so he still gets the push, and he has 1 power to to flip the point. So we're pretty happy about that. Yeah, he definitely gets the push. It's a sizeless push. Damn, Nova's cool. Yep, place within 1. And a sizeless push away. Yeah, end up blocking 2, alive on 2. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good play. Pretty good play. Now this is Nova just rolling on that point. Should be pretty simple. And this really opens up Eric Arthur to get some play with Namor in before he dazes. What's the score looking like here? Oh, we still have a toad. We still have a toad. This is a toad roll. Toad gets no problem. King of Secures. This is 3 Secures and a extract for the Inhumans. Toad has enough to move. but he does not have enough to hop. So perhaps he move hops and tries to poison somebody. Okay. What's the goings on here? I wonder. Brace? No, he's not. He's not putting him within 2. I guess this is Lockjaw. Is able to teleport Toad at some point. Maybe that's the plan. Lockjaw give a power to try to flip. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Absolutely. Oh! And Toad gets it! Holy moly. That is 5 points for the Inhumans. Looks like 3 for Legion of the Lost. Ooh, wee! Oh, what a crazy game. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to have to... Now we're doing the leadership again. And this is a pretty consequential leadership because his only 2 targets are Toad or Lockjaw. Oh, yes, okay. And he chose Lockjaw. Or, excuse me, chose Toad to get incinerated. 2 extra power going to probably Nova and Mephisto. Ooh-wee. All right, turn 4. It is Mephistopheles with the priority. We got to imagine here that he's going to try and get another sweet beam or some such out of here. Maybe later on? Ooh, boy. It's a scary world for Mephisto people. Right now, Jian is in a yeah, he's in a perfect position to win immediately if he Terragenesis anybody. Because if you get those 2 points, you get to 16 and you win immediately. Run away, Nabor! Run for your fish life! It's either run or murder, but you can't murder them all. Okay, yeah, I don't hate this. It's it looks like maybe try and stagger somebody and then fish himself away. Okay. Pardon me. Something really in my throat. I don't think he has a hope of staggering Black Bolt just because of Gorgon's positioning. And if he does not use both of his long moves to move away from okay, it does look like he's doing a charge. Yeah, he's got to use both of those movements to get the heck away. Otherwise... Oh, no. Okay. Maybe he just doesn't care who he staggers. He's going to stagger somebody. And if he soaks 2 power away from Gorgon in order to do it, all the better. Yeah, okay. All right. All the better. That way there's no goo's going to get crushed as of right now. Oh, unless it's Gorgon's goo. Oh no! Oh no, Gorgon's goo! Oh no! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He got his goop crushed. Oh, look at that sad goat man. Okay, but you got it. Don't do it anymore. You got to get out of there. Yeah, yeah. Black Bolt has a taunt. You got to scoot, brother. Actually, I don't think there's anywhere he can scoot now that he has chosen that route. Because basically, even especially Miss Marvel, given how flush on cash she is, she can turn big and there's nowhere that Namor can go. Um, that is outside of her Terrigenesis range. Okay, this is a flip in the point. No problem. Does Guardians care about healthy people? Oh, it does care about healthy people. So he needed those 2 successes. uh, Wonderful. Whew, what a crazy game this has been, guys. Hmm. Maybe he was hoping for the ability to slide through him and then shuffle on home. Excuse me. Oof. Ooh wee. So, so I've been hearing lots of grumblings about Terragenesis and how not fun it can be sometimes. Um, and in this case, I think it's going to be especially unfun because it's gonna. I mean, this is an Inhumans wet dream to be able to do a mid-turn win. It's gonna be. I'm very happy for Jian. I'm also a big Inhumans player. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. All right, Namor. It looks like he's just gonna punch. I think we're gonna be coming up on the end here. He sees his fate written on the walls. He's just gonna punch this Black Bolt. Black Bolt wisely buffing up his defenses. Yeah, this is a spender. Maybe he can push some people away with it. Only 2 damage coming through, and 2 damage. Oh, oh, he's incinerated. Yes. Yes. They're both doing their rerolls. Okay, no damage. But his. I wonder which swarm he did. Oof. Just giving it to him. All right, guys. It is a 6% chance to roll all blanks on this Terrigenesis. Oh, not today. All right. All right. And that is the win. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go and join them in their call. Um where is there we are.
Hello.
Hello. Boy, what a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Man, yeah, Namor definitely puts on a lot of pressure. Same thing with Mephisto. I knew as soon as Mephisto hit the lines, I was just like, we could be in trouble here.
Inhumans are just so good, though. Inhumans are so good. Like
Yeah.
the stuff that you can. I mean, it's all over the. Just every trick in the book.
Yeah. I was just talking about how Jin is living the Inhumans dream right now, being able to do that mid-turn win. There's like
Yep.
nothing. There's nothing
Yep.
sweeter. It's
Yep. No,
outrageous.
I mean, and I needed to pull Namor away from there, and even then, Mephisto's right there. Like, there's other targets to try and pick that up.
Yeah, because potentially like we could also just try to hit Mephisto for a bunch of damage, right? And then like
Right.
we'll Terra Genesis him as well,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Get them up to 5 or 6, and then just get those last couple that you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, what it really predicated was the fact that Toad got that miracle flip against Nova with 3 dice, at the turn before. I was like,
Yes.
Yep.
oh, yeah. So we just got super lucky there, and also by the fact that Lockjaw just barely lived that Nova attack, so that he was able to pass him that last power too. So it was just a
Yep.
Yeah.
cavalcade of like little things that just sort of like
Yep.
lined that up.
Yeah.
No, and it's those kind of margins of advantage that really kind of help turn games when you need them to sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in the beginning, I think I think you maybe made this observation. It's like, sure, you can try to grab a scroll like away further away from somebody, but there's something you said about limiting the angles, right? Using the terrain that may have
Yeah.
been better.
Yeah, no, and I think I should have had my toad. I think thinking about it, like up here on the, done that center grab that like you did and had him blocked off with this dumpster.
Mm.
Yeah.
So even
If you
if he
can,
did get pushed, he doesn't get pushed too far. Just Voodoo is so awful. Again, like
Yeah.
Voodoo and Toad are just my nightmare.
uh, yeah,
Yeah.
in this affiliation, Voodoo is so awful for Toad to deal with.
Well, and
Um,
Yeah.
and playing 6 wide was really smart too because I couldn't put Toad anywhere that you would have last placement, so you could absolutely guarantee that Voodoo's in a spot to punish Toad. So that was just super well played.
thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
it was also just unfortunate that you failed both of those side
Yeah.
scroll
Yep.
rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Cat got in trouble. Yeah, it definitely put me on the back foot starting on turn one, and I felt like it the whole game.
Yeah. Can you tell me, because I'm very unfamiliar with Mephisto's game plan. What is a Mephisto, what is he wanting to be doing in these things? I know that
I
the
mean,
tokens have some big thing to do about it, but that's about all I know.
so for my the way I like to play just Mephisto the character, he has such a huge range of threat. I mean, with one move and then a range 3 place, you can how can I be of service off of Black Bolt, place one off of Black Bolt. Then, he has a range 4 or range 3 on the other side to attack into someone else. Like just the range of board impact that he can have sometimes is and the ability to just put 1 or 2 chip damage at the end of a turn into just the right people can really really pay off sometimes too. But I mean, in terms of playing Mephisto as like the faction, you can take whatever characters you want. So I mean, the world is your oyster. What I
Mm.
like is characters that really only need 1 or 2 power a turn to kind of kick into that next level of activation or next level of gear. Um, to have even more beneficial activations. You don't get anything turn one, so you kind of have to play the first round is straight, and then after
Mm.
that you can open up and have a few tricks here and there. Set up a black cat for a turn two steal or something.
Yeah, it's really cool that Namor gets to spend all of his money round one and still have charge money on round
Yeah,
two.
yeah.
That's
Well,
so
and
cool.
so and yeah, lots of characters are like that, where just that one power is all you need. It's like Mephisto is walking around with time gems in his pocket, just handing those out to his buddies.
That's great.
And I mean, he gets his own power to start the game. Like it just the way they set up that character. Hats off to AMG because I really enjoy Mephisto.
That's great. That's great. Man, that's cool. Okay,
And
so for the people who have to play into Mephisto, what should their game plan be?
So my list in particular, and there, I don't actually probably play Mephisto like a lot of the other people. I know a lot of people like doing the Meet My Associate, where you can, pull someone up from the baseline, um, turn one,
Mm.
potentially, especially on something like Senators, where Mephisto can walk up, grab a Senator, and then if they get punched, he still has a second power to pull a buddy up, to right in that Senator zone to then push attacks into whoever was doing, the attack into Mephisto.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Great.
But I don't like doing that. I prefer just again kind of playing the turn one straight. What I struggle with though is beefy teams. Like this list lives and dies by removing activations, and if I can't do that quick enough, I'm on my back foot. So beating up twos and threes, and when that's not an option, it can kind of be an uphill battle.
Yeah, and I mean, you did your damnedest this game. It's just that Voodoo roll his defense dice were on fire this game. He was
Yeah.
rolling like 4 and 3.
Well, and all the sacrifices and the bodyguarding that, again, Inhumans have all those tricks. They have movement tricks, they have power tricks, and they have, bodyguarding tricks. And if you can, into a good opponent like Jian, like you can really punish your opponent when you have all of that at your disposal.
Yeah. It's a very similar puzzle to what Luke Cage poses with
Yeah,
his card and
Avengers.
all that stuff.
Steve, it's very kind of Steve one sometimes.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that for sure. I will say that playing against this team, like I definitely felt the all the incinerates kind of going off eventually, because at a certain point I'm just like, oh, this entire team is on fire,
Yeah.
basically.
That when this list is actually really working, that's by like turn two or three. Instead of saying, "Hey, you can give an incinerate to any one of your people," it's like give it to this person because they're the only one left that's awake and not on fire, or pick between these two people because those are your choices.
Yeah,
And that's just kind of fun for me personally.
Everyone's
yeah.
dead or on fire. What a statement.
Yeah. No, I mean, basically, yeah, like Eric's right. Like by round two or three, like expect your entire team to be basically -1 defense dice, basically.
Yeah.
So like it's the attacks become like much more like scarier, like as a result. Um, I think for this game specifically, like your attacks were quality, but they were very they were very choice, right? Because Nova probably attacks once most of the time. It seems like Namor gets an attack twice, and then Mephisto. I don't expect too much damage out of Cat and Toad a lot of times. Sometimes they
Right.
spike, but it's not something you can count on as much as the other three heavy hitters you brought. So. Um, so in that case, for me, I always just on the lookout. It's like, is there a way I can make the good attacks that the Mephisto team brings like a little awkward, right? So
Right.
like if you can leverage the bodyguards, you can leverage spacing,
Yep.
terrain, for cover and things like that. Any sort of those little advantages that you can get, just so that it's like you have to like counteract the fact that you're going to be at minus dice a lot of times against this team. So that's how I was kind of approaching it, like looking at the characters, like it's like oof. And yeah,
Yeah. And Nova is insane. I've never seen this. This is my first time seeing this character on the table, and like 8 dice, gainer, 10 dice spender is absurd.
Yeah, and again, the range of threat that he can project with a long move and then a 10 5, range 5 beam is ridiculous.
Yeah,
It can
pretty.
be, and then you place on the other side of the last person targeted. So I mean, you can literally move to the kitty corner, corner of the map and flip that point.
Oh, true. A long move and range 5 place. Crazy.
And then you can go to the other side of that carrot, like it. And if you have 7 power, you can then hop two after that. It's just out of control in terms of movement.
Wow.
yeah. And also, if you do actually manage to get him in a good spot, though, I don't mind like people just like using his long range attack twice just to try to get the judgment and pushes off.
No. The gravimetric cannon, the range 4 6 dice beam, that's actually from my money his bread and butter. Like that's really
Oh.
what you want. You don't get extra dice on it, but you get the wild put, guaranteed push with damage. You get judgment. He gets power from it. The problem Nova can run into is if you spend for that beam, you can get the beam turn two
Yeah.
pretty reliably under Mephisto.
Yeah.
The problem though is you've blown all that cash and now you're sitting there with an empty wallet. and he doesn't have a good kind of turn 3 sometimes. So that's
Oh.
the trap, is that, and especially if that beam doesn't deliver, and you don't, really push the significant damage that you're fishing for, then again, his turn 3 is just kind of move, punch once, and hop. It doesn't have that kind of impact. So you really have to kind of save that power on him and use that beam when you can get the most out of it.
That's very interesting. Yeah, because he doesn't really have any defensive tech other than an immunity to incinerate. He just has those 4 die. Oh wait, actually no, he
No, he
does
has
have.
rerolls. Yeah, he can
He
pay
has
for
those
rerolls
rate
for
rolls. Yeah.
himself and buddies. Yeah, no, he's super good.
Wow. Wait. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I was trying to figure out if there was a time where you could have used call for backup, and that would have
Yeah, I
been
was looking for that too, but there, Black Bolt had the one, so by the time I was looking for that, it was a little too late.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. People in the chat were pointing out that that when Black Bolt was in this bottom right hand corner closest to
Mhm.
Jin,
Yeah.
that maybe that was a good time where he would drop his
Yeah,
thing, because that's also the turn in which he got to move medium and then mega punch into
yeah,
somebody. I forget who it was.
yeah.
Mephisto maybe.
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, I got the punch and back the Namor because I had to reduce his damage back down to 1, because he just patched up Namor. So
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
we
Yeah.
literally just locked down, just hit him exactly for what he got patched up for, like there.
Right.
Just like
Yep.
I just dumb rolled into that one.
Yeah,
Uh,
the stars really did align there. Yeah.
yeah, because and then I misplayed with Lockjaw because what I should have done with Lockjaw was just committed him to just moving further down and just teleporting Black Bolt from here to over here,
Mm.
just so that I wouldn't have to spend that extra movement. But I goofed and I mismeasured using a range 4 tool instead of a 3. So that's what happened there. People were curious, like why I didn't just do the
Oh,
teleport.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
literally just
yeah.
used the wrong tool. So
I was I kind of just assumed that you wanted to stay on that point, and you tried to get within 3, but it just didn't work out. That
I was
was my
freaking
guess.
freaking out in my mind, Nasi, but I didn't want to let Eric know I was freaking out during that. I was like, oh
Yeah.
no. So yeah, so I try to keep it cool, so
Yeah, no, I had no idea. I was too wrapped up in my own
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff happening in this game, a lot of vectors of pressure, like for sure. Everywhere there was a 5 threat on with your team, Eric, like I was like, this could go bad very quickly
Yeah.
if they just
The one change that I've made to this list since this tournament started, it's been, playing every couple weeks. So it's been a hot minute, 6 weeks or so since the tournament started. The one change I've made is I've pulled Hulk and I've added Thor 2. Because
Ooh.
running four, if you've never run 4.5s before at 20, oh my God, just, it's a drug. It's a drug, I tell you.
I can definitely see that because man, it's like that's just a lot of raw health to chew through, and there's no easy activations to take off. Um,
Right.
yeah, so if
And
you
she's another
discount
one
it,
with one extra power per, give her a time stone per turn, and she has that charge on guaranteed starting turn 2.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're talking about Mighty Thor, right? Because Mighty Thor is
Yeah,
rad.
Mighty Thor. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Mighty Thor is super rad. Yep. No, will agree.
Oh.
So that's what's really kind of turned this list, made it kind of, in my mind, even better because the range 4 energy attack that she has, or range 5, whatever it is, just ridiculous.
Oh man, yeah, just like 2 splash damage is so
Yeah.
backbreaking to some
Yep.
teams.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she's tanky. I mean, there's really nothing not to like on her card.
Wow.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and she definitely loves an incinerated target.
Or
Uh,
three fives, a 2, a 3, and a 2, going like pick your favorite 3/5, 3/5s, and then a Zemo or a Black Cat and a Toad or an Okoye, and that's a really fun 20.
That does sound like a lot of fun. So what does that 20 go on? Like a wedding party or something, or just anywhere?
It's kind of just anywhere. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
when you're swapping out, like if you want Namor, if you need a center grab, you bring a Namor. If you don't, you can take Nova. Running that type of squad on something like Senators is really fun, where anyone up near the midline is just going to get punished.
They're gonna get whooped. Yeah. That's so fun.
Or 3/5s, Okoye, and Toad on senators is also just gross.
Yeah, that's also pretty fair too. Oh man, yeah, no, Legion of the Lost is one of those ones where you can take anybody, but I feel like it's pretty fair, and you have to just be very careful with your target prioritization and resource allocation, like with them.
Yeah. Yep. No, it's kind of same thing with Inhumans too. You have to pick your targets right. You have to move the power where it needs to go. It's one of the
Yeah.
Inhumans is one of those big brain factions that not all of us can pilot. So well done.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
Black Bolt is definitely not a beginner friendly leadership for sure. Like when I first started playing the game, I started with Black Bolt, and I oftentimes did way more damage to my power economy than I did good.
Yeah, taking power from someone who actually was the one who needed it.
Yeah.
I mean, my
Yeah,
my heuristic with that would be just pull power from people who have already activated.
Yeah.
yeah. The way I kind of think about it is like for the shorthand is like try to figure out people's magic numbers of like what power they need to be to get their kits online, and see where you can draw it from without like making their turn, the other character's turn, like really bad, you know. So like
Or just turn one, give it all to Quicksilver.
Yeah.
that's true.
Or Voodoo. Just one of those. The one of those guys will just take the power and do good things for you.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Quicksilver. That's another like topic for another day. But yeah, whole can of worms when you can just pass him 2 power before he gets to go.
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh,
yeah.
so fun.
Yep. So yeah, he's in the roster for now. So like, hopefully we'll keep him around. So we'll see.
Yep. Nice.
All right.
Well, Jian, thank you. Great game. Super well played.
Thank you, sir. I do hope you good luck in your future endeavors for the Legion of the Lost badge. I think it's a good basis. Definitely keep going with it, and I
It's
wish you
been
the
a grind.
best.
I'm almost up to 50 games, so I'm gonna keep going probably
Ooh.
till I get that badge, and then I think I might have to try out some Inhumans actually.
Yeah,
Inhumans is a ton of fun.
Yeah.
they're
I've heard of
very in
that.
vogue right now. So like, it's never been a better time to play some Inhumans.
Right. And it's one of those I've actually got painted. I got that new box painted too, so I need
Okay.
to bust that out.
Ooh. Did you build Max with the gun?
I did not. I went Sans gun.
Oh boy. Okay. Gun. Me personally, for my money, gun is the way to go. But yeah. Anyways.
Hey, I don't hate it. I'm to
No,
be
yeah,
determined on
yeah. It
that Nazi.
looks good either way. Just I actually end up saving those bits, especially weapons and stuff for I don't know something like. So anytime I come across a good bit, like oh yeah, that doesn't need to be on that guy necessarily. You can
Oh
stash
yeah.
that away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you also lose point figures too. My Toad, my replacement doesn't have a Toad head, so I put the Chef Bob hat head on him instead.
Nice.
So
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna paint out Toad to be a little chef boy. So we're gonna see how that goes.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, hopefully yeah, the Live One League has been a good time. So like let's see who ends up winning. I guess the last round.
Yeah, it's kind of down to the final match now. So good luck to
Yeah,
those guys.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Another Inhumans, another really tough Inhumans list actually too.
Oh boy.
Oh, what are they playing?
I believe it's
Uh,
Mike D'Amboise has did a podcast about it recently and went into some depth about his
oh
kind
yeah.
of philosophy on
Um.
Inhumans.
Yeah,
Oh.
watch out for that because you could get a great refuge locked or teleported, and he's Black Bolt is
Right.
shooting your deployment line.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep. No, I heard about that and I'm like, I really should be trying this out for myself because it seems really gross.
that's not an all the time thing, but it is an option that just puts the fear of
Right.
God
Right.
in people.
Right.
Okay, and that's up from Nick Factory. So Webs versus Inhumans, so that should be a very interesting matchup.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, he looks
So
like
we'll
he's
see.
got a lot of tools. He's got a mummy in there, a Shang-Chi. So a lot of tools to deal with webs. We'll see how it goes for him.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it'll be exciting to see. All right, I'll go and put the results, but in the meantime, you guys have a great night. Thank you for hosting,
Yeah,
Nasi,
thank you
and
for
thanks
streaming the
for
game.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a blast. It was such a great great game to. Yeah, thank you so much to for letting me stream it. It was I had a real good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, glad to hear that.
Yeah. Um.
Okay.
Have a good night, guys.
All right. You too
Good
now.
night.
Bye bye. Bye everyone. Okay, y'all. Well, thanks for sticking around, and I'll catch y'all next time. That was a good time.